Hi guys, it's Dr. Manali from If We're a Family. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can lose weight and still go to summertime events like barbecues, picnics, and festivals. So first I'm going to start with drinks. I definitely think drinks are an easy place to cut back on sugar, which can help you lose weight. If you stick with drinks like beer, wine, diet soda, which all have little to no sugar, that will definitely help you lose weight. Try and avoid fruity drinks like lemonade, sangria, even some ciders, which can have a lot of sugar in them, and that will not help you lose weight. So next is going to be appetizers or starters. If you can stick with green vegetables like asparagus, leafy salads, kale, cucumbers, things like that, all of that will help you the most. Definitely avoid creamy salads like coleslaw, potato salad, even spinach and artichoke dip. Although it can seem healthy because it has vegetables in it, once it becomes creamy, that's usually because of mayonnaise or cheese, which can have a lot of saturated fat, and that will not help you lose weight. Now, as far as corn on the cob and roasted potatoes goes, that's about moderate in glycemic index, and like I mentioned before, glycemic index is how fast and high your blood sugar rises. So things that are low in glycemic index will help you lose weight more. Things that are moderate, you should try to stick to just one serving. So corn on the cob, or even like corn tortilla chips with guacamole. Although guacamole is really healthy for you, corn tortilla chips too much can make you gain weight as well. And even like roasted potatoes, all of these, since they're corn and potatoes are a moderate glycemic index, try to stick to one serving, and one serving is going to be about what you can fit in one hand. And that will help you lose weight if you can just stick to one serving of that type of food. Now, definitely avoid cheese dip though. Cheese dip doesn't have, even though I love cheese dip too, cheese dip doesn't have any vegetables in it, and it's high in saturated fat, so that will not help you lose weight. Now, next is going to be entrees. If there's any type of kebab situation, that will help. Although this is not a no-carb diet that I'm recommending, you're usually going to get carbs in the appetizers or starters and in the dessert. So if you can avoid carbs in the entrees, that will help you the most. And so that you can do that by doing a kebab type thing, or like if you have hot dogs, veggie burgers, meat burgers without the bun, because the buns tend to be high in glycemic index because they're white bread. So if you can eat them without the bun, that would work too. But now if you're like at somewhere where you're standing, like a festival or walking around, there may not be somewhere to, where you can cut up a hot dog and eat it. So sometimes that's why kebabs can be easier, or skewers, because it's already chopped up and so into small pieces that you can eat with your hands. But if you're able to cut up like a burger or hot dog without the bun, then that would work as well. Now, I want to talk about condiments because that's an easy place to cut back on sugar too. Ketchup, which doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, but does have sugar, and there's no reason to waste sugar on ketchup because, if you're going to have sugar, it might as well be in dessert. So if you switch ketchup out for other condiments like mustard or Cholula or Tabasco, or even sriracha sometimes has sugar in it. It depends on the manufacturer, but even this has 1 gram of sugar versus the 4 grams of sugar in ketchup. So there are a lot of things that you can substitute for ketchup, and then that will save you sugar, and that will help you lose weight. Now, next is going to be dessert, which obviously does have sugar in it, and the healthiest dessert is always going to be fruit. But after that, if your fruit is not an option for you, the next thing to try is like fruit popsicles or fruit bars like this. Although it has sugar, it doesn't have any saturated fat. Most other desserts like ice cream, because it has milk in it, or any baked products are going to be high in saturated fat and high in sugar. So now, while this has sugar, it has no saturated fat. So this is going to be your next best option as far as dessert goes. If fruit bars or fruit popsicles aren't an option, then the next best option is going to be gelato, plain gelato. Anytime gelato has things added into it, like cookie dough or cookies or anything like that, that again is going to make it higher in saturated fat. Generally, plain gelato versus ice cream will be lower in saturated fat than ice cream. Not as good as these fruit bars or fruit, but still better than regular ice cream or pie. Now, I know that's not fun if you wanted to have blueberry pie, to eat blueberries instead, but you have to switch somewhere to try and lose weight if you're not losing weight right now. And you have to do something differently than you're already doing it. And dessert is a good place because you can cut back, like if you're having pie or ice cream, that has saturated fat. That's usually high in saturated fat and high in sugar. So if you can switch back your dessert to something low in sugar and low in saturated fat, that's 2 places that you can make a change that will help you lose weight. You have to decide where you want to make the changes, but if you want to lose weight, you have to make a change somewhere if you're not losing weight already. That's all for this week. If you're not already on the If We're a Family email list, you can sign up at ifwe'reafamily.com and get my free guide, How to Lose Weight with Science-Backed Advice. Hope you have a week filled with healthy choices.